A condo collapse could lead to some really big changes in the power of homeowners associations when it comes to the maintenance and the repair of these high-rise residential buildings. Local 10's Amy Viteri is live to explain more on this subject. Amy.
Well, Christy, we want to keep pointing out that we do not yet know the cause that contributed to this tragic collapse, but attorneys we spoke with who work with condo associations point out that the people that serve on these boards are volunteers, they are unpaid, and they are elected. But pretty much everyone agreed the laws regarding how these boards operate need to change.
In a condominium, everybody is a shareholder and everybody has an opinion.
And all those opinions can get in the way of getting things done, according to attorney David Haber, who's board certified in condominium law. That's because repairs cost money, and boards and unit owners have the ability to waive or vote against making payments into a reserve fund, oftentimes until it's too late.
Essentially, they're kicking the can down the road for someone 20 years later to pay the piper.
At Champlain Towers South, a structural report back in 2018 outlined several needs, including failed waterproofing causing major structural damage, which the engineer wrote, if not replaced in the near future, would cause deterioration to expand exponentially.
No one thinks that it would get to the point where an entire building would collapse, but these are really important structural issues that a lot of associations tend to look over and let the next board address.
Board members are elected and often hesitant to impose unpopular fees on owners, which could affect market value. Haber says that's something that really shouldn't be up to the board to decide.
For anything that's life safety, structural, fire, electrical, mechanical, I don't think you ought to be able to waive reserves. So I think they're going to need to change the law on that.
He also believes engineers and local governments need more authority to hold buildings accountable on repair timetables.
Change the law so that when that engineer writes that report, it gets filed immediately with the building department and the clock starts ticking.
And Haber says with regard to the lawsuits we are already seeing against the board at Champlain Towers South, attorneys will be looking at not just the current board, but previous boards and how quickly they took action based on those structural reports. We're live in Surfside. Amy Viteri, Local 10 News.
Amy, thank you. And Local 10 staying on top of the condo collapse. Stay with us both on air and online for our continuing coverage.